How's everybody doing? Everybody doing all right. I'm gonna update these textures a little bit on this model. So I was looking for a good wall that looks like it does in the show. It's more like a cement wall, what it looks like. A darker cement wall. I'll probably find it quick. Or there's some concrete wall, stained concrete, but that's too light. That'd probably work, but it's got rust on it. And how about that one? That'll work. Then one more. One more. I looked at the show. It's actually got wood planks like railroad tracks. Not the like the cross ties kind of thing. I mean, I guess that would work. It doesn't really matter because it's going to be purple anyway, or pinkish color. It would just look good because the normal mapping and stuff that would go on it. Damn, they had wood like that. I sat there last night for about 2 hours making that damn texture with the crappy old GIMP, man. That damn thing ain't worth a crap. It has some weird issues. And there's a lot of stuff that it has you doing that you really probably shouldn't have to do. Like for example, you can't tell it to remember what I chose this time and use it every time. No, it don't work like that. It'll ask you every single time, do you want to save this before quitting? Why can't you do like Photoshop? And, you know, when I want to quit, just quit the damn thing. Don't ask me nothing. Oh, that'll work. So, yeah, it's just a lot of quirky shit about it. I don't care for it. I mean, that ain't really complaining. It's more like a vent. See, a complaint is telling you a problem that I ain't got no solution to give you. I'm just giving you a problem, putting it on your lap, saying, hey, here's the problem I got. A lot of people complain all the time. And next time you hear somebody complain, say, well, that's great. What's your solution? Well, I ain't got no solution. Well, then you're complaining. Nobody likes a complainer. Venting is okay. Just don't do it too much or people will think you're complaining. There's actually a difference, according to ChatGPT, between venting and complaining. But it only works if somebody cares to hear you vent. If they don't care to hear you vent, then it's complaining to them too. Yeah, so my solution is to get Photoshop one day. I'd love to have it, but I don't want to pay it $45 a month to use it or whatever they're charging. That's a lot of money. I wouldn't use it that much, really. But I'd love to see it though. The AI and all, it's got probably do a lot of cool stuff. Things that would see that don't look like the. It kind of looks like the one from the show. I mean, up here it looks kind of right, but that part don't. Because these are like train tracks and there's like wood going through it. I know them colors aren't right either. I didn't know. And see, that's the texture I made. You know how I had to get it? I had to sample from a little picture from a screenshot of the show, like a little bitty segment of it was clear. And I sampled that, and then I had to copy paste it God knows how many times just to put that like back there on the thing back there. I redid the walls, the ceiling. The texture that was on the ceiling wasn't that great. I mean, it wasn't that good. I don't know if they'll like this though. I did shading around the things, like give it shadow, like ambient occlusion. Since I didn't want to take the time to have to bake it in Blender and all that tough stuff too, I just hand painted like with the airbrush. So these things here. Let's go and put these files we just got. That we just downloaded. And you see I'm putting these in the mod folder, and you're not going to use all these, but I like to have them. So if I want to adjust things, they're there to adjust. And then delete the ones you're not using. And I could have got away with hell, I probably could have got away with 1K, but it'll look extra good at 4K. It'll be a 200 meg mod though, just with textures. But it'll look good. The textures will. So we gotta go back here and we gotta say, alright, let's start with that. Let's start with that there. Let's go into edit mode and let's look at this stuff. And let's give it a new texture. Actually, I can't do that in edit mode. I have to do a new texture first. And then assign it. And you see it turn white because there's nothing in there yet. And then I find the base color for that floor. And you see it's got that. And it'll look a lot better once all the other mapping is on it too. Now this, I don't know, probably needs to be changed too. Oh, I forgot one, didn't I? Forgot a few. And the other side. It seems like a hell of a lot of subdivisions for just a plank, or for a plane. Well, I guess some of the stuff I make is kind of crazy too. Well, that is a lot. Subdivision. A lot of cuts in that for that, to make that shape. It must have been part of how they did the entire thing. But damn, that's a lot of cuts. Look at that. Looks like they take one of them knives from the Ginsu knife commercials and went da 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 da, just chopped the hell out of it. There's a lot of chops in it. Yeah. But no, I'm not a great modeler myself, so I can't say nothing. Mine probably look worse. No, I just made a simple ass box. That's what I would have did. I would not have done all that. I'd have made a rectangle for that. Now the next part, the wood that's not here. So looking at the show, it was like railroad planks. I could just add a mesh plane, but probably better to add a box. Mesh cube. The reason I'm spending more time on this mod is because this is actually one I would have made if I had the time to fool with it. It would have been one I would have wanted to play with. You know what I mean? I would have wanted to mess with it. So I'm kind of doing what I can with it. Because I wasn't gonna make this one in particular, but I did make a Squid game, the glass game, but it doesn't work right now. It's old, and it would have to be redone. It's not that good. Once you oh shoot, I forgot. I'm in edit mode. When I did that, that just adds it to that. I want it to be separate for now. So it's its own thing. Alright, so this will get another texture, and I can get rid of these two for it. This will be Squid Wood. Yeah, I know nothing's using that name. And the image will be the wood planks base color, but then I'll have to adjust the color so that it's kind of pink. And I probably should rotate those. Let me see how it look with cube projection on it. Alright, yeah, I'll just rotate that. And see how there's different ones? You can have some variety, so everything doesn't look like the same damn thing. You know, that's when it starts looking like video gamey looking. When everything is exactly the same. You can use the same texture on that when you duplicate this thing. You just do the UVs different because you're doing the other side. But it's still the same thing. And you know what? If you're going to do that, it'd probably be better to do an array. That way it gets them evenly apart. An array is pretty easy to do. You just go to add a modifier, tell it array, and then you tell it the direction to array. And then how much distance in between each one. And then how many to do. Quick, huh? A lot quicker than manually putting them all out there and about. Not really sure how far these are apart. I want to say kind of like railroad track distance, but there need to be more of them for that. So probably something like that, maybe. And then once you get them placed, you can apply the modifier. And then you can just duplicate this thing and put it on the other side. And if you got any that goes too far, you can erase them or just let them go inside that thing. It doesn't really matter. Then you'll go to each one of them. Not each of them, just randomly. You'll like pick that one and just move its UVs over a bit. And see now if you look at these, they're different. They're not exactly the same thing every single, one. And then when I get into the game, I'll edit the color, make it more the purple color that it is in the show. And since I went ahead and did it on that side, hell, I guess I could have. Just duplicate the other one that I already did. And then that's that. Oh, the sides. I don't even know what the side of that looked like. I could use that cement. But I think it's supposed to be gravel. Let me look, man. I don't know. Probably not going to see it very good. Oh, it's kind of green, ain't it? Like the color of their suits. Oh, look, even the stones are slightly purple. This is somebody's model that they made. Not the same. And you can't tell nothing on that. I'll just make it a little... I'll make it the same thing, the stones, but... because you're not going to probably see it good anyway. Or I do the concrete. Let's do the concrete. Yeah. Time to save. Blender crashes quite a bit. Underneath, I ain't gonna worry about that. I'm not gonna mess with that. I probably should have made these planks a little thicker. Alright, next thing. This. I may leave it. I mean, it don't look bad. I would like to see how it look with the cement. think the stain should be the other way around though. And that's not right. I couldn't tell that though with the walls in there. I'm not gonna worry about it then. If the walls cover up most of it, that'd be alright. I do want to change these around so it look more normal looking. Like stains crawl down, they don't crawl up. Well, it looks like it's got stains on both sides, don't it? But it mostly looks like they're upside down. What I could have did. You know it's bugging the crap out of me, don't you? So I want to try to fix it. Them ain't unwrapped right. One, two, three, four, five. Now the train things, I made them separate, but I gotta fix them. I got them so that they blink. I'll do that last. I want to get the thing done. So there's a lot of textures, and this jbeam did not work for that rope. All those bends it just makes it distort really bad. So I thought just do the simplest thing and make a box that hinges on its axis there. Yeah. And I'll go ahead and just reinforce it here by hitting F. Those will make beams that are going to give it additional support. You could do this in the node beam editor, but this is such a big object. It's I think there was already one there. It's such a big object that it no, there wasn't one there either. It takes a long time to fly to one side to the other in that node editor. The camera moves really slow in there. You know what? Let's just do it this way. Let's just say mesh nodes beam connector. That'll make every point connect to every point, which in this case ain't gonna be many. But don't do that on something that's got a lot of subdivisions. You'll make 100,000 damn beams. I gotta do that in, where's it at? There it is. Yeah, so it basically connected everything to every possible thing within that mesh. Now I'll give it a prefix of R for rope. And we'll apply all the transforms. So you see the origin's not where everything comes together at the 3D cursor. So apply all transforms. And it's a good idea to keep this check bar open, face orientation, so you know if you got anything inside out. If you're still using an old blender, then you'll see blue if it's not inside out, but the new blender doesn't harass you to tell you that you got it right. It just tells you when you got it wrong by showing it being red like that. It's like we're inside that thing there. You see it's red because we're on the inside. It used to be it'd be blue on one side, red on the other, and you always have to come back here and turn it back off because you can't tell what you're doing when it's blue. So this gets exported as jbeam in the mod. We'll save our mod. It's in the mod. It's in the vehicles folder right now. We'll export the new jbeam. And we got to update it in the mod itself. I already got the one open in here from the jbeam that's in here. It's already open, so all I need to do is replace the ropes. I just thought of something. It'll be okay. It'll be alright. It'll work. Never mind. So the new nodes go here. The new beams and the new triangles. Alright, let's load it up. You know what I noticed? Things that are big, like really big, just seem to fall to. Oh, never mind. I realized something. I think I got some drag in there. And also that it is actually a big box, so it's solid through there. All right, let's look at the ends. So one of these has to be the pivot. Since I didn't put, I should have put a node in the middle, because it's going to look weird if it's pivoting. It's going to make the rope off axis, so it's got to have something there. Not unless I move the rope over to one side. But then it's going to be off because the collision mesh will be off. That's better to do it the right way, I guess. And I can't put a loop cut now because I did that other thing that... Oh, I guess I can. Hell, I didn't think I could. Cool. Alright, that ain't going to be so much trouble then. Did it just not make that? I thought I saw it make it. Yeah. Well, when I go to object mode, I don't see it. That's fine. Oh, hell with it. It'll be alright. Let me make sure that... Yeah, it's connected. It should be good. So now I got to re-export it. It's not a big deal. And this will tell me something updated. This. So now I got to move that stuff over again. Since I got more stuff. So the ones on the end will be axes. Probably a good idea to connect RR10 to RR1. So there's something connecting them across that way. Oh, there is. Never mind. I forgot. We did a loop cut, so it's already got something there. Never mind. So was that RR10 and RR1? Those are going to be anchored. So we'll copy this one and delete it and just paste it underneath this thing that says true, since those are true. Well, I actually got two trues here, but that's what we're doing. We're going to put them there so those two are fixed. They don't move. And then we can put a thruster to rotate it. So you note now that it should only move if you rotate it. I don't got any node names. I mean, I don't see the little balls, is what I'm trying to say. When you don't see your balls, usually that's an indicator something wrong. You gotta see them. You can't press down up to control and see them balls and something's wrong. See, there's no balls on there. And it's not like I got the wrong vehicle selected either. Well, that's interesting. Why is that doing... Oh, okay, never mind. I see what I'm doing. So I usually don't leave something spawn so I don't accidentally grab the wrong thing. But you know what? I'm not seeing any balls on anything. Maybe it's just got a ball problem. Well, it shouldn't matter. We only should have to put the thrusters on it. It should move. I was just trying to grab it so I could see if it actually is going to turn or not. We'll make it like the game. We'll put a little mesh road though. We're not going to make railroad tracks. Alright, two nodes, or yes, two nodes on this side. R5 and RR3 will be one thruster. And on the other side, RR6 and RR8. And if you don't want to have to sit there and make the things spin, you can put a minus sign. It'll spin by itself. A little fast, ain't it? Now I know in the show there's a timer. Well, I don't know how to implement that. Good luck with that. That's gonna take some Lua. You're gonna try to get ChatGPT to do it, but it's not that great at Lua. Not in Beam anyway. I'm gonna need more thrust than that. Let's try 3,000, 4,000. Maybe you can get it to time it so that it takes however long it's supposed to take. If you can get it to spin fast enough, make it back up. Now in the show they have this crank. And there's like these wires, and there's a wheel up at the top, and it goes around the wheel, and as it goes around, it pulls it up and pushes it down. I mean, you could do that with hydros, but then you're going to manually be doing it by hand. That'll make it. Question is there enough time for the car to get through it? See, probably not. Not down to that speed anyway. Now, if it started off at the top, like it should have, pointing up instead of down, it should be able to get the momentum at that slower speed. Yeah, it's too damn fast. You have to have a faster car. Oh yeah, he'll make it. No question in my mind. But not by much. Oh, I can tell the thing to, I'm pretty sure I can tell it to on and off with a modifier. So it's on, then it's off. No way. Kind of cool to see a bunch of them going one after the other. That's something BeamNG would do. It likes doing those kinds of crashes and things. The only thing is a pain in the ass to get these perfectly lined up. It's probably an easier way to do it. See what I mean? It can be a pain in the ass. Pretty cool. Now I get the rest of the stuff in here. That's going to be the trouble. Not really much trouble, but what we've got to do is join everything into one object. So everything's one thing, and you can only join things if the UV names are matching. If they're not matching, they're gonna not. Which none of them are gonna be the same. So what you got to do is every object, you got to just pick one of them. It don't matter which one. Just pick one and copy it, and then everything you're gonna join that to, you get to paste. So everything's got the exact same UV name. Then when you join it, they won't lose any textures. I probably could just went down the list, couldn't I? No. Oh yeah, I guess I could. And I'd sit there and try to pick everything. And what this will be is it'll be a anchored flex body. it won't go anywhere. It'll just be solid. Main game. I'm gonna try something. I don't think it's gonna probably work, but we'll try it anyway to save time. What I'll do is, I'm not writing down all them textures. What I'll do is I'll delete the temp folder for the vehicle, for that vehicle, in the temp location. So it gets rid of the CDAE, the cache version of it. Which, I don't even see it in there. The cache version. I don't know, maybe they don't do it that way anymore. But either way, the temp folder's gone. I'll delete the main.material from the vehicles folder that the mod's in, and hopefully it'll remake it. Because I don't want to have to redo all, I don't want to enter all that stuff in. But I don't see it now. Why is it in there? That don't make no sense to me. No idea why that's like that. Never seen it do that before. And why is the DAE in there? It's not where it's supposed to be either. These are just supposed to be just the exported jbeams that we exported out. Let's try it again and see. Oh, well, I guess I got to include that in the. God damn it! We got to include that in the thing, right? So this is the new DAE for the main game. We got to apply all the transforms. I'm gonna make sure set the origin to 3D cursor. Apply all the transforms, and if you do it like that, now it's gonna spawn in the ground. So just so you know. But well, we'll do it that way. What I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to you know what? Let's do it right. Let's do it the right way. We're also missing stuff. I don't have the that part of it. Oh, I guess it can't go up. It's got to stay where it's at. Or that's got to go up. So I'm going to fix those textures, but I think for now I can go ahead and join everything as one thing and then just edit that by importing in the DAE later. So main game is the new flexbody. Export DAE into there with the other mod, or where the other, where the rope's at for that mod, and copy all the textures into there. rope jump 2.dae. Alright, now we should be able to go back to the jbeam and add that, and it'll be fixed also. But we got to make sure it's got a separate grouping. I don't know why it's called rope texture. That's just what they named it. I didn't change it. That's just the name of the flex body. How about make that node G, or that group G? Well, it's got to go after that. Those are my pivots. That's part. What the hell is that? Oh, I didn't do it right. Now here's what'll happen if you put the wrong mod. Say I accidentally put the nodes for G in there with R. What's going to happen is when that rope spins, that entire object, whatever makes up G, will be spinning with it. So yeah, you don't want that. And actually, it doesn't have a jbeam, so I don't know though. I got to make. Yeah, I'd have to make a jbeam because it don't got no damn collisions if it don't. You can't visible mesh final just a mesh in a jbeam, I don't think. So it's got to have a basic. It's got to have a basic jbeam anyway. So where the car is going to be is the most important thing. That's what you got to make a jbeam for. Even though it's anchored, you still need something for it to be able to say, okay, I belong on this. And I'm going to guess they're going to probably want to go through them doors, but I don't know. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to make the platform. If there wasn't so many damn cuts and stuff through this. A lot of stuff to select. You know what? Oh me, oh me, oh me. Now here's something important to note. The car's not going to drive up that lip probably very well. It ain't got no ramp. Next thing is, do they want the thing to have a lip on the end to help catch things from going over the edge like the railroad track would? I don't know. It can be made. It wouldn't be too much trouble to do that. Well, maybe it will be, because this ain't straight. Hell with it. That ain't straight across. No, it can't be. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit there and try to do all that. That's gonna be a little. I said it ain't gonna be much, but yeah, it probably will be. I lied. son of a bitch. Them ain't lined up good, are they? That'd be alright. Actually, what would be easier than to have to do that over there would be just to duplicate it and flip it around. Then join them. Oh, I'm missing polygons. I'm missing vertices too. Well, it don't matter. It's going to be anchored anyway. I don't know why it didn't. Oh, that ain't got it either on the side, does it? Now, there's what they call n-gons. N-gon is a polygon with more than three sides, or four sides, rather, more than four sides. And because of the way I made this, it's going to have n-gon. So what you got to do is you got to go to edit mode. If you ever get an n-gon error, export error, it says this contains n-gons. Just go to edit mode and select all the faces and go to edge. I'm sorry, faces. Triangulate faces. What I do? Oh, damn it. Triangulate faces. That'll fix that. Now you can export it. But don't forget to apply all your transforms. So the orientation's right. Now this will be the main game jbeam. It would be a horrible jbeam to export if it had physics, because it's just crazy. You wouldn't want to do it. But since it's going to be anchored, it's fine. It's just going to be a solid object, the part that you actually drive on, and all that you see. So this gets exported as a jbeam. We're going to give it its own prefix. We'll just call it I don't know, hell, let's call it A. No. What are we going to call it? A will be fine. I'll sit here all day thinking about it. Export jbeam. Main game. And did we? Yes, we did export to DAE, I think. So now we just have to add that thing we just made to this, and we should be ready. So the group G will get the new thing we just made. See, they'll fall under that fixed true, just with those two. But you see the difference, though. This group G starts G. That's part of whatever the previous group was, which is R. And then we add the beams. And save it. It should work. The only question is, will that rope line up? Look at that shit there. It didn't make our textures at all. Not at all. And we're missing the ends of that. Do you know why I did that? Because of Blender. Blender did that. When it writes a DAE, from what I understand anyway, when it writes a DAE, where the textures came from when you applied it to it, is where the DAE will be looking for them, which you can't access in the game. It's not a common folder where they came from. And I didn't have them in there with the mod because this was a last minute thing to put this in there. So wherever this thing came from, which I think on the desktop, I'm not really sure where the hell it came from. Anyway, all the materials need to be in there with it. All the stuff that as if it originated from that folder. I did copy all the stuff into here, but somewhere in between here and there has only got one damn texture in there for rope. That's it. There's only one in there. Why? I don't know. I don't know why it does it. I really don't. I'm just thinking out my ass. I don't know for sure. I just know it's a pain in the ass. It happens a lot. So I'll delete it and try to reload it again and see what we get. I probably didn't even have to do that, but I'm going to take no chance. And I'm about an 80% sure it's still going to be a problem. And I'll have to sit here and figure it out. Or I'll have to manually enter every single one of them in. Which I'm not doing that. Damn that. I'll export it to the game, like as a level object. And then I'll just copy that damn material and put it in there with the vehicle and just change the stuff where it's pointing to. Unless it's in the DAE, I'm not sure. It might be in there where I can just change it in there and redirect it where it's supposed to go, because I'm not really sure if it's a beam or if it's a beam problem or if it's a game problem. Not sure at this point. I mean, it's in the DAE, because I see it all in there. Let me see what's, hold on a minute. I'll be right back. Yeah, I don't know how to do this here. I'm gonna do it the way I'm gonna do it. I don't know. Unless it rename these. Sometimes it'll rename your textures. If you had to reload them, but we didn't have to do that. Why can't the damn jbeam do that? I mean, golly, man. I mean, that's one of the shitty things about modding in here. It's like shit like that. Like, why didn't it do it in there? Why is it a problem in here? I mean, why isn't it a problem here? Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying, right? So, yeah, that's the issue. But I do like the road better, and those cement things look better. The sides of these got to be done, but I think it looks all right. Train lights are separate. I still got to get them included. But now let's figure out how to get these sons of bitches back into the mod, so the mod loads them right. Where's the material file for that? Oh, right in front of me. I'm wondering, why is it putting the material in there? Oh, it ain't. It ain't in there. My bad. It's not in here either. It's because the game it didn't remake it for some reason. Alright. I don't know why it didn't. It's another one of them damn Scooby-Doo mysteries, you know? I ain't got no damn rhyme or reason. It just don't make no sense. It makes it every other time. It's like that one time it makes it, but it ain't gonna make it again. I don't know where it made it to, but it ain't gonna fix it by deleting that and having it thinking it's gonna redo it again for some reason. Now, if there's anything in here that's got any dependency locations, they got to be taken out. Anything at all that's the decals, you dumb bastard. You grabbed the wrong thing. You look at that shit. I grabbed the wrong thing and put it in there. I don't know why my Windows is doing this either. So anything that's got a dependency where it's located needs to be taken out. But none of these do. Maybe they finally got around to changing that, so it quits writing all those locations down. I guess they did. It used to, it would say, well, now it's in level slash this slash that. So they were going to depreciate this at some point. So they've been warning folks for a long time about it. They say these things can't depend on a location anymore. They need to be in there with the thing, whatever. Alright, let's load it up and see now. I'll pick a different map, because it shouldn't matter where you make it. It should spawn correctly wherever you load it. Cool. That's what I want to see. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Why you're seeing through it is because the normals are on the inside. You'd have to duplicate that and move it just slightly larger so that you can flip the normals on the one for the opposite side, if that's what you're doing. And what's up with that shit? That's not right. Rope's in the right place. We're missing things, aren't we? We're missing polygons. Lovely, isn't it? You know what? Everything may not have been joined. Yeah, it is. I'm not going to sit here and try to figure this out now. This will be something I do later. I'm done playing with this for today. I'm going to mess around with something else now and come back to this. Because I'm just irritated with it now. If I try to do it now, I'll just end up really getting frustrated with it. So I'll take a little break, come back, and then fix it then. Because it's missing polys for some reason. I have no idea why, but I'll figure it out. I guess I could show y'all then. I could just make a mesh road for now. Or actually, you know what? The thing's probably in here. The collision mesh. Or it's not. Yeah, the collision mesh is there. It's just the mesh that's missing for some reason. I don't know why. I should probably leave them up so I can see where I'm going, huh? Damn it. Hold on, I gotta find my damn cable for my controller. The batteries ain't working right. That ain't gonna hit that anyway. Too short. Alright, now I gotta figure this out, and then should be pretty much it. The floor down there is missing. So when I figure out this now, I should be done with it. And the handles are missing too up there. I didn't even think. Yeah, I did check the normals. They're not inside out, so I'll figure it out. If I have to remake it, part of it, I'll figure it out.